Greetings, everybody. Nickie Brown here. No matter where you are and what part of the world you're in, I hope that you are having a good day. Um, I don't know if I'm getting ready to read cards or if I'm just getting ready to talk, to be totally honest with you. Um, when you are spiritual and calling, giving a calling on your life to live a specific purpose, and you start to understand what that purpose is, and you start to settle into that purpose, even though you may not understand why you were chosen for this calling. um, and while you may have a sense of gratitude and thankfulness, at the same time you question yourself, you question the situation, you question whether or not you can do it. And then at the same time, you have dreams about it, right? You have these weird ass dreams. And I apologize. You know, I'm usually very diplomatic, and I've changed a lot. But I'm about to give it to y'all raw today. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to say what the fuck is on my mind, and I'm going to say how the fuck I want to say it. And if you get offended, it's probably a trigger, and maybe that's something you need to work on healing. And that's just it. And that's just how I feel about it today. But usually I do my best because I'm in an empath, and because I've been hurt, been through so much my whole entire life. I've always felt like I don't want anybody to feel what I felt or feel what I've been through. So I always try to, like I said, be diplomatic or be kind-hearted, be understanding, always see the glass half full. But I can go from 0 to 1,000, not 100, 1,000. And usually I'll hold in a lot of stuff, and then it builds up, and then I'll just snap. But I haven't done that in a really long time. The last time I did that to somebody, I felt really bad, because that's what happens. It'll be that outburst, and then I feel bad afterwards. And then I realized that that person just was very envious, and she liked me, and she liked my style, and she wanted to know more about it. But the way that she went about trying to find out just really triggered me. So she said something that kind of didn't even have anything to do with the whole thing, but because there was this buildup, again, I just blacked out and snapped. And again, I felt bad. She was crying and wanting to call people and talk about it. Let me get some good energy. I'm trying to clear my energy. I'm feeling good, like I'm in a good mood, but I just feel like I need to say what's on my mind. And usually once I say what's on my mind, then I'm good after that. But I feel like some of these things maybe have been on my mind for a while. So I think what triggered me was yesterday I heard somebody say, oh, well, I was the first person to do this or to say this. And there's no such thing. There's nothing new under the sun, right? There have been people on television, in movies, and now on social media for years who, and I'll just use some specific examples, right? I remember I moved to North Carolina in 2003, right? And there's some things that I had never heard before, because there are little nuances or regional dialects that, are said in certain areas and not in others, right? And so as you move around, you get to learn about different people and different habits that they may have. And like I said, just different maybe words. And you understand the meaning, because it may be something similar, it's just a little different, right? So, whereas me being from the Northeast, I may say honey or girl bye. In the South, somebody might say girl, or when I first moved to the South, I realized a lot of people say baby, right? really long and really exaggerated. So there's a really popular YouTuber named Spiritual Sage. And this is not me calling her out. This is just using her as an example. But then there's also Saving Grace, Tarot 999, who also uses that same word. So this is for me, from my perspective, being from the North, this is a Southern thing. So then when you have somebody else that might be from Memphis or wherever they're from, and they're doing tarot or whatever they're doing, and they're saying the same thing, it's not because they're copying off of each other. If you're from the same region as someone else, you have said similar things because other people have too. So this is not you copying off of somebody. Like even Love Dorsey tapping on the screen. Again, we've seen these things in movies and on TV, or we'll say hello and tapped on the phone. Some of us used to do that all the time, like hello, McFly, hello. And so quite naturally, if you're on social media and you have a phone in your hand, you may do the same thing, repeat those same behaviors. Somebody else saw that same TV show or that movie, or maybe they saw your video and maybe they were copying it, but maybe they were not. Because we're all one, we're all in sync, so nothing new is under the sun. I remember being little and I used to